The road form seems to be rounding into form. What can y'all take from that and apply to the home form now?
Yeah, that's a challenge, right? It was a good couple of results in terms of points. Two difficult places, difficult conditions to go into, and to find a way to get 3 points and then to battle back and get a draw. Yeah, we now need to up it even more and make sure come Saturday we're able to get 3 points.
What is the difference between the road form these past three games and maybe the beginning of the season?
Um, I'm not sure. I think when you talk about we talk about plays and individual plays lead to whether it's goals in Thiago's case, right, in the DC game, or you look at whether it's mistakes that lead to conceding goals or conceding chances and giving the other team confidence. It's having more good plays than not, and making sure those big plays that lead to either goals for them or really good chances are few and far between. And so we've got to try and limit those. And it's nothing. It's nothing completely different than what we've been talking about all year. So yeah, we're just trying to be a bit more secure, a bit more buttoned up, and yeah, I think when we do things like that in terms of compactness, it gives us a better opportunity to go and win games.
Y'all played 9 matches in 30 days, and now you're about to play 6 matches in 18 days. Is it too much?
Similar to what we were just saying about the training top, it is what it is. You can't affect the schedule. You've got to take it one day at a time, one game at a time, and that's all we can do. It's when you go out and perform as best you can, and yeah, it's not something you're going to see me overly complain about.
Okay.
It is what it is, and you roll your sleeves up. It's why we do what we do, and hopefully we, meaning all of us out there, love the challenge.
In these kinds of runs of schedule, what's the most important thing to find in success?
Being able to one of the most important things is being able to rest and recover and mentally and physically be able to go again, so that when you step on the field for the next game that we are ready to go. And in terms of success, obviously we're at a point where we know we need to be picking up points, and I think you look at the St. Louis game, a game where another day maybe we score one more, and of course they had a chance or two, which of course that's sports in general, but we're not miles off it, and so we needed to keep plugging away, which we will do, and these stretches of games, rest and recovery is huge, mentally and physically, to make sure that when we step on the pitch the next time that we're ready to go.
Back-to-back games on the road with a back five, and 3 of those back 5 were homegrown. As somebody who's been here from day one, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see the homegrowns come through. It's exciting to see them, take that next step in terms of performing and playing at a high level, playing in the first team, and so it's exciting. As someone that's, you hear about these kids, through coaches and the academy coaches and whatnot, and then to see it all come to fruition and see them step on the field, that part is pretty cool, especially from a club standpoint.
When you see one of them, and you're kind of trying to gauge, what they have, what's the one thing you're looking for to just know? Okay, this guy, yeah.
I think when you look at kids these days in general, for me it's the humbleness, it's the determination to work hard and not be satisfied of where they're at, because those kids that are being talked about tend to be the best ones in the under 16 age group, the best ones in the under 17 age group, and it's pretty easy in today's world, especially social media, everyone saying how great you are at 16, how great you are at 17, and you're going to have this wonderful career ahead of you. Well, that's not a given. That's not a guarantee. It's you've got to go and earn that. And yeah, you may have good starting points at 16, 17, but that doesn't mean that you're going to go and then play for the next 20 years. It doesn't mean that at all. And so, when you look at those kids, the humbleness and the determination to want to get better, that for me is a huge encouraging sign.
What would 16-year-old Brad Guzan tweeted about himself if it was back then?
It would. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know.
When you have young players,
I don't even know if we had internet back then.
when you have young players in the back line, does it change how you communicate and organize?
For sure. It changes how you communicate, how you organize, bless you. It changes how potentially you play in terms of playing certain passes in certain situations. You're maybe thinking twice in terms of, actually, you know what, instead of putting him in that difficult situation, I'm gonna choose option B here, and whether that's maybe a bit more direct, whether it's bypassing that player to go to another player. So you try not to let it affect the game model too much, but at the same time you're also conscious of the fact that it's a young player on the road, hostile environment. You're trying to give them the avenues for success.
That humbleness, are you seeing that from these guys, from these homegrowns?
For sure. There's a reason why they're on the field. There's a reason why they're in with the first team, and like I said, those are good starting points. And then once you have those starting points, you've got to go out and deliver.
Brad, it's that time of year where a lot of Atlanta United supporters are probably hanging on every rumor of who might be going, who might be coming. I imagine you don't spend a lot of time researching that, but how do you keep those talks from permeating, y'all's group into the dressing room?
Yeah, to be honest, you're never going to fully keep them out. You almost have to laugh about them to a certain extent, and until something's official, whether it be from a player or from the club, you just kind of water off a duck's back. You just get on with it, and it is what it is. And when you have the players that we have at this club, there's always going to be rumors. There's always going to be links with other clubs worldwide, and so that's part of it. And so, like I said, you just let it roll.
I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but has anything changed in the day-to-day process under Rob?
No, not a whole lot, to be honest. Again, I don't think we were miles off it before, and I still don't. We're just obviously from a team and a group standpoint trying to tweak things to alter the outcome of the results, because the team that you're playing against, they're also trying to win, right? That's the beauty of sport. They're trying to do their job to what they think will give them success to beat us, and so that's all part of the challenge.
You going to the game on Thursday?
Yes, I'll be there.
Who are you rooting for?
Come on, Doug. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brad. Thanks.